Alright, so we got a 2005 Chevy Trailblazer. Customer did spark plugs and coils for a P0300. Didn't fix the issue. This whole thing is vibrating all over the place. So it's definitely got some heavy misfires. When I put it in gear, our check engine light was flashing. It's not going to do it right now, but that's what we've got. So we need to see what's going on. So our first check is just see what codes are in it, and P0300. Let's go some data. What's our data say? Holy crap. So cylinders 4, 5, and 6 are pretty much dead holes. Damn it. Excuse me. So right there, cylinders 4, 5, 6 are just climbing. So we need to go figure that out. We're just gonna go check some mass airflow and just a few things. Check our map, check our baro, check our O2 sensors. I want to see if for cylinders 4, 5, and 6, if the harness is separate away from cylinders 1, 2, and 3. I don't really know how to explain that because my brain is going 1,000 miles a minute at the moment, so let's just go do what I need to do. I just want to know if they're in a separate splice pack. That's what I want to know. So let's go powertrain management. Let's do interactive for now because it's faster. At least I think it's faster. Let's see. It's usually okay. These are injectors. What are these? That's transmission. Here's our coils. Alright, so it doesn't look like, let's see. No, these secondary, these grounds on this splice pack here. So I wanted to see, these are our injectors, or our coils. No, it could be injectors, but we're checking our coils. This is a splice pack for a ground block. Sorry, I can't talk right now. So we got cylinder goes to 3 and 6, and this goes to 4 and 2. So it wouldn't be the ground because they're running the way they need to. Pink, let's see, where's our power feed from 6, 5, and 4. See if that has anything to do with anything. Could be, but we would have to go check all that and see if we're getting power and ground on the coils, and then if we're getting a fire on those. I don't think this is in any type of splice package. Come directly from the PCM, and it does. Now if we look back at our data, I have to try to remember this, but our data could indicate what we're dealing with. So let's try to work this out and talk out loud. Our O2 sensors, our rear O2 sensor is down lean. So assuming that Yeah, so it should be a spark issue. So assuming the catalytic converter works, it's removing all of the raw gas. So it's no gas is getting past the oxygen, the O2 sensor. So it's tanked in lean condition. Before the cat, we were at 700. That means we have a really high rich condition. So that's a rich condition. The catalytic converter did its job, and it's pulling it lean. So that would tell us that we should have a spark issue. I believe that's right. We don't use that every day, so it's hard to really rethink that. But I believe that's the direction. So we're going to pull this cover off, and we're going to check some powers and grounds at the coils, and go from there. See what happens. Well, that one's unplugged. That's cool. But there's that connector that I was talking about. So that just proves our wiring diagram could be a little off there. There's a connector right here. Okay, so one coil unplugged and broke. And that was number 3. Let's get a test light. All right, we're gonna test some power and ground. Ground. And we've got power. And that, hey, where'd you get these coils from? More Amazon junk parts. Look at those pins. They're all bent to the top. So we're not making any connection on those. These ones. It's better. More of them, all bent. Still pushing them up. Can get to plug in also. Screwdriver. Okay. Okay, battery was dead. Let's see if we don't need to jump start this again. And let's see, do you think that was the only issue? Let's see if we fixed it or not. It runs so smooth. There you go. Quit buying Amazon junk parts. All right. So now let's take a look. We'll show you. All right. O2 sensors running good. Ouch, get off me, bugs. Now we got fuel trim. It's obviously going to be running real negative right now because it's trying to recompensate unless there's another issue, but we'll come back to that because we could reset the fuel trim. Let's just see if we have any further misfires because those plugs might be fouled out real bad, but we don't. Put it in gear. Power brake it a little. No misfires on 4, 5, and 6. So we found our culprit and our problem. So let's go do some functional. Output control, I don't remember where it is, so. Okay, yeah. Fuel trim reset. So if we come up, let's get our fuel trims here. Now our fuel trims are back. I didn't even have to do the reset. They're just back to normal ranges. Let's go back out to our regular data. Engine data. And then, all right, let's just take a quick look, right? Much lower on our grams per second for our mass airflow. That's good. Our TP desired angle went from 11 down to 2. Our map sensor, everything, it was at 14, and our voltage has changed. The barrel is the same because that's perfect. Our O2 sensors are reading good, and our fuel trims are looking pretty good too. So we're gonna run this down the road and just to make sure everything's all right, but let's get our stuff out from under the hood first. Holy mackerels. All right, we'll go for a quick ride down the road. Just get the wire out of the way. Okay. Got a little misfire there. He might have a couple of spark plugs that are jacked up. Okay, I could feel a misfire, so I definitely got a plug. Yeah, cylinder 4. It's got a little issue. So let's take care of that first before we go on a drive. Plug is fouled, so we're gonna pull it and see what's going on with it. Gotcha. And I should have some spares on the truck that we could toss in there and go from there. But we're just gonna do a quick check on that and then throw it back together, drive it down the road. But the problem is, like, what was the brand of these coils that you bought? Anything original, or is it just like some weird Amazon brand?
Just Amazon.
Okay. That's the problem with buying stuff on Amazon sometimes, is the tolerances are not the same.
Gotcha.
Some of the stuff is okay. Not gonna say everything's junk, but I just don't buy parts on there because of that problem. Let me see if I have a plug. It doesn't actually look fouled out. It might be the junk coil. So we're gonna grab a plug and move that coil and see what happens. It's fucking hot. So, plug doesn't really look fouled out or anything, and these are actually AC Delcos. So, see if we can find one to match up. Just so we can test with it. And here we go. It's just an auto light, and that's fine. I just need to test, make sure that his plug is or isn't bad. Okay, we're gonna go with this one for now, and just to see if anything changes before we do any other deeper dives into stuff. But it might actually just be the coil now that I think of it, because we didn't have any misfires before, and then it started to when it got a little warm. So we're gonna move that coil to cylinder 2 while we're at it, just to see if the misfire stays. If it moves to a different cylinder, then we know that he needs to get the coil replaced. Clip back in nice and good now. All right, let's just see if this misfire is gone or if it moved. One or the other. Right now it's smooth. Let me close the hood and we'll go for a ride and just see if anything changes. So right now, no misfires, but it was like that before until we actually started to move the vehicle. So just back up, go down this road. Look at that beautiful truck and trailer. There's some stuff right there. All right, running smooth right now. So I'm on the accelerator. No misfires, just that misfire counter that's going up, the cycles, no big deal. So We're running good. We do need to clear that check engine light, but just make a right here. All right, get on it a little bit. No misfires as I'm accelerating. You can see my RPM at the top of the screen there. Ready, I'll step on it again. 3,200 RPM, no misfires. There you go. All right, guys. That's it. This thing runs like a champ. It runs beautiful. No more misfires. And that was his problem. He did the work himself and he just didn't know, and that's okay. And we're here to help and to teach. So we hope that was a good video for you. Makes you understand that it's not always just a part being wrong, bad. It's just how the job was done. So that's it, and we're heading on to the next job. We'll see you there.